Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. Today we're going to do our daily technical analysis updated commodities, work our way through the dollar, yields, precious metals, and commodities ETFs that I follow. I'll interject my financial opinions as we go through it together. And if you need help with anything, check out finding-value.com. That's where, over there, where I dive deeper into all this stuff, looking for potential investment opportunities and sharing all those opportunities with everyone in the community. We do have a special going on. There's the code if you're interested, and you can save on both the monthly and yearly memberships. All right, let's dive in, see what's going on today. Again, starting with the DXY, we are seeing some really weak action in the dollar. We continue lower, down 0.43%. We are starting to break through, and I'm going to take this off. We are starting to break through the support trend line that we've got there. Now, is it a clear break? We're close. We'll see. But if this continues and we continue to head lower with the lower dollar, that will help emerging markets and commodities and things that are priced in dollars. It is a tailwind for those sectors. Generally, a driver of that is yields going lower. So you take the currency, what backs the currency is monetary policy, and then monetary policy compared to other monetary policies, you get this strength or weakness in monetary policies against each other. And the DXY is measuring the strength of monetary policy against the other currencies that it's being measured against. So 2-year yield is down 0.61%. We're still squeezing in this pattern. The 10 years down 0.8%. We're still above a lot of the support levels, trend line support levels. And then the 30-year is down about almost 1%. We still haven't broken through anything on either the upside or downside to make me think that yields are just going to roll lower. They still look well positioned in an uptrend. TLT, which is bond prices, are up 1%. We're in this pattern here, which is an inverted flag pattern that could break lower. But with the recent price action and what I'm seeing, this very well could continue on up. That dollar looks pretty weak. And if I were to guess, someone is in here buying bonds. And they are pushing the dollar lower. This isn't the reaction of a recession. A recession, generally what you see is the DXY goes up and yields go down. If they're in there buying a bunch of bonds, what we could see are yields down, the dollar DXY down. So a little bit different dynamic than maybe what other people normally see during slowdowns, recessions, and stuff like that. The 2-year yield to 10-year yield still chopping sideways. We came and broke through this trend line there to the downside. But now we've got a bullish engulfing that looks like it wants to go back up. Looks like this wants to go higher. Are they in there manipulating the curve? They could be. If they're buying bonds, the curve is being manipulated to some degree. I can't tell you if they're in there buying a bunch of 10 years or 2 years or what exactly they're doing. So that's kind of what we got going on right now. TYX TNX ratio down slightly, but sitting on top of support of this pattern. Gold's up $33 an ounce. We're on the long-term trend line. We're right at that support level for gold. We'll see if it holds. If they get what they want, and what I mean by they, the Scott Bessent and government and whoever, if they get a weaker dollar and they push yields lower, I think gold's going to go up. Those are the market conditions that support gold and other precious metals to go up in. Silver is down slightly, but we're still at $36.32. We're sitting on top of a pattern. Higher, guys. Higher, higher, higher is where I see. Platinum's up about $5 an ounce. That's also had a monster move. Always look left. You get a little bit of resistance through there. We kind of blew past that. Maybe we come back and do a little retest or something like that. But a little bit of resistance through this area right through there. Palladium down 3.24%. A little stronger down day today. But the uptrend's still intact. I don't see the lows. You know, the lows are still good. So even if this pulls back like this, it's still in an uptrend. That still looks good. XAU to gold ratio is up 1.33. The gold and silver mining companies are outperforming gold. If we get the conditions that I think might be coming, which is if they destroy the dollar and they lower interest rates, that would be a very good market condition for gold and silver mining companies to potentially head higher under. Again, we have a long runway, and everything from the mining companies, they look pretty good from a bigger, longer picture view. GDX is up 2.5%, looking good, still above support. GDXJ is up 3.24%, still above support, looking good. And then SILJ up 2.74, like to break out of this little pattern that we've got going on there. But for the most part, everything looks good. We've got downward facing patterns there, which are bullish. And everything, to me, gaps filled, check, check, and check. Everything looks good. Crude oil down 0.75%. We're just chopping sideways here after the Trump events. The Trump tweets on, don't be touching my oil price. But that's been chopping sideways. TTF gas down a little bit, about 2%. This still looks good to me. I know it looks really bad here, but it's not falling like a rock. Yeah, we had a big day there with like a contract. Well, it's a contract rollover there, but this big day down day there, that we're still kind of in a general area that's, it's not making a new low, at least not yet. Natural gas in America is down 8%. That could pull back further. We're right on support, and we'll see if we get a little bit of downside momentum here. This is an upward facing pattern. Those are generally bearish and could break lower. Our boy XOP, yeah, you know me, heading a little bit lower today, down 1.1%. We got the reversal day, and that does look like it wants to head a little bit lower in the short term. Could we get a shoulder, head, shoulder pattern? Could, yeah. That's something we could look for. And we'll see how that plays out over time. OIH down minus 0.42%. Yeah, we're still above support. Got a little bit of selling pressure going on. Well, a lot of selling pressure there. But is this an inverted flag pattern where we head back into support? Very well could. Very well could. Newcastle coal futures are up 2%. That's looking like it's bottomed and going higher. So that looks really good to me. I'd like to see natural gas firm up a little bit because nat gas is a competitor to coal and coal's a competitor to nat gas. So I'd like to see them all move up in tandem. Sprott Uranium Trust down ever so slightly today, down 0.4%. But again, the momentum is up. We are broken through the to the upside of this flag pattern, and it looks good to go to continue to go higher. Uranium futures pricing up 0.5%. Again, this looks good to go higher, higher. This looks really good. URA, the equities positioning, up 2%, looking good. We've got Uranium up 1.5%. That's broken the downtrend, and we are chugging higher. URNJJ up 2.77. Now this thing, I want to see it break through this resistance. I want to see a big move coming through here in any second. But it looks good. It's trying to break through this resistance. Hopefully we can punch through it and get moving. Nickel still We were up yesterday. It looked pretty good yesterday, but still getting a little bit of selling pressure there today, down zero point 0.5. Copper down 0.42. This looks good to rip, guys. It's just a matter of time here. Not much selling pressure today. We're real close to all-time highs. Um, it'll break. We'll get a run out of this thing. Last time it broke a similar pattern was here. We also did one here. I think we could do, yeah, something where it really takes off. COPX up 0.2%, so the equities are getting still some bids there, and we're sitting on top of a pattern that screams higher to me, higher, higher, higher. Lithium down 0.32%. Again, it's a small down candlestick there, two of them, bullish. It's going to go up. We have broken out of resistance coming across here. We've got the big green candlestick, small reds. This looks good to go on up. REMX down 1.63%. It's broken out. Did a little bit of a retest on two candlesticks versus the one big breakout. This looks good, and it's doing a back test retest. I think we're going to go up. We're going to get some good support right where we're at from there and the trend line. So let's see if this thing can generate some momentum here and start moving to the upside. Iron ore still chopping sideways, unfortunately. Still looks good too. Doesn't look bad. Whenever you kind of squeeze on the range there, this fractal that I just drew right there, that was the same fractal that occurred in silver before it broke out, gold before it broke out. Copper's got one going on right now. Just to go back up, the fractal is this fractal there. It's that the way that it looks. That's what iron ore has. If you look at it from that perspective, it's just slanted downward. Aluminum up slightly, but still underneath resistance. I'd like to break the 2,650 level. Baltic Dry Index down 2%, doing a full back test retest. We broke out of this pattern here with the big 1, 2, 3. We also have a 1, 2, 3 consolidation in that. We got patterns within patterns all over this thing. Now we've got the big pattern that's breaking to the upside, doing a retest. So maybe we see a big move in Baltic Dry Index at some point. Emerging markets continuing higher. It loves the weaker dollar. Looks fantastic. We could see a big move in emerging markets. This is a great setup here. Really is. Moo up 0.15%. Another really good setup. Back test. It's a breakout, back test, and then moving higher. KRE down 0.1%. It likes lower yields, I know that, but we haven't moved much today, right at support. Looks good to go higher. XHB up 0.11. Again, we're underneath a little bit of resistance. We've got to break through all that, move to the upside, which I think it will. Russell's up barely, 0.12, but we are above support. And maybe we can keep on moving. Weaker dollar, weaker yields is going to support the overall markets. And it might be one of the reasons why they want lower yields. S&P 500 up 0.5% towards all-time highs here. Looking good. NASDAQ also up about 0.5%, making all-time highs. Then we've got Dow Jones Transportation Average Index breaking to the upside. That looks good to move on higher here in the shorter term. We did break through to the downside of this pattern, and that very well could come up here and roll over, just an FYI. We've got XLI, the industrial sector, making new all-time highs. That looks pretty strong. I'm going to skip through some of these individual companies. Bitcoin up 0.21%, and we're trying to break to the upside. That looks good, and you'll probably see a big breakout candlestick here at any second. If we're breaking higher, you're going to see a big breakout candlestick. Ethereum up 0.74%. That'll probably follow what Bitcoin does. It's a guess, but that still looks weird. This is a weird looking little pattern we got going on. MicroStrategy breaking higher out of the flag pattern to the upside, up 5.3%. Looks pretty solid there. And then the VIX is up 2.5%, but still underneath resistance. And this is the big deal here, guys. These Canadian USD currency, these are ready to break here any second. I mean, they're right there ready to break out. Last time we saw these break out here, we went into large commodity bull market, a big boy one. So this is South African Rand is breaking higher. Brazilian Real moving up 0.82% on a double bottom here. These all look fantastic to move higher. Australian dollar trying to break out here any second. And then the British pound already broke out. That's already running. Run, Forrest, run. Those all look really good. So that's what I've got for today. Give me a thumb up for the content. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the website if you like. And we'll catch you later. Catch you next time. See ya.